Cooper Boyd, the captain of the Cole Harbour Wolfpack, joining me. Cooper, tell me a little bit about your season from your perspective.
I thought our season was fairly successful, but we did get eliminated a little earlier than we would have planned. We had the longest win streak, which was nice, but again, we were eliminated, which we weren't really planning on happening.
Tell me about from your perspective, this season, your development. Obviously, your final year in the major midget, but tell me a little bit how you thought you developed this season.
Well, I think of myself as a more defensive player, and I thought that I got on the board more this year than any other year, so I thought that was nice. You just have a little offensive touch, but I thought that came from just working harder and stuff like that.
You did get on the board a little more frequently. 4 goals on a very special night for the Wolfpack. Obviously, you like to be a complete player, but that's a night which I'm sure you'll like to remember.
Yeah, that was a good night for me. We tied the league record, and I just happened to score 4 goals, which was nice.
The fact that you were the captain of your hockey club, and I talked to your coach, John Greenwood, a little bit about the decision to have you wear the C. Tell me what that meant to you.
Being the captain, I just tried to lead by example. I wasn't too vocal. I spoke up when I had to, but I tried more to lead by example, and that's what I thought I should do.
In your eyes, and I've talked to Coach Greenwood about you as a player, but how would you describe yourself as a player?
Well, I'm definitely not like a very gifted goal scorer, but I think I'm a good defensive player. I'm a good shutdown player, and I happen to score along the way. And also, I think I'm fairly good at the penalty kill.
Now, you did receive a couple of awards. I know that at the East Coast Ice Jam, which is a major tournament, teams right across the region come for that, and also the Diana Thornton Education Award. You received 2 of those awards for education. Tell me a little bit about those.
Yeah, you had to apply for league scholarships, and so I wrote an essay and sent in my transcript of all my marks, and I ended up winning 2 scholarships, which was nice.
What's next for Cooper Boyd? Obviously, your major midget career is now over, and tell me what's going forward. What might be in your future?
I might be playing for Junior A next year for Pictou, but there's also a possibility of me playing high school hockey. A Q walk-on would be nice, but yeah, haven't heard from anyone yet.
And what do you take away? Again, major midget's such a high level, but when you look back over your career, what do you take away from your major midget experience?
Well, my major midget experience is great. Like, I really liked my coaches. They taught me stuff on and off the ice, and I thought I developed extremely as a player, but also off the ice as a person too.
Yeah, I think to sum Cooper up, it's one word that really jumps to mind is energy. Cooper plays with a ton of energy, a ton of passion, all over the ice. I mean, he really does play 200 feet, and he really competes defensively, responsible, kind of a coach's dream in that sense. You can trust him in all situations.
Every player has his strengths and his weaknesses, but a strength, obviously, just addressed, sure. But a strength on the ice, Cooper would use it.
Yeah, speed and energy, and I always say energy is a bit of a skill. The players that can do it consistently, not just a little spurts, but can keep that energy up, shift in, shift out. He plays with a high intensity and a high compete level all game long. He seems to never tire, which is obviously nice.
Coach, players are developing at all times at different rates. As you look forward here, what type of player might Cooper Boyd develop into?
You know what? I think pretty high. I mean, he's a player that was a bit of a late bloomer. He didn't even play in our league as a 15-year-old, and here he is as a 17-year-old being the captain of a team. He's now drafted in Junior A, and his body hasn't even really started to fill out yet. I mean, he's 6 feet tall, but you know, he still has to put on a little bit of weight to be a junior hockey player. But I think he's someone that will be a late bloomer, and I can see at 18, 19, 20 being a very good junior hockey player. And
the person he is away from the rink, can you give me a sense of the personality?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? One of the best things I can say about him is he's not super intense at all times, and that's what we love about him as a leader. He kind of knows when to be lighthearted, know when to be serious, and he can kind of turn that switch, which is nice. And he wouldn't be our captain if it wasn't for that. I mean, he's the kind of kid I always say, anyone's going to be a captain of one of my teams is someone I'd like to could babysit my daughter. And he's that trustworthy. He's a kid I would trust around toddlers, and of course he's a great leader amongst his peers.
Again, for someone viewing the tape for the first time, they can make their own conclusions. But
yeah.
What might you share with them that they might not see on the tape?
I think just some little details. He's very detail-oriented. Cooper will pay attention to the small details, which it's huge, and especially on the special team side. We use Cooper both on penalty kill and power play. Very, very detailed. He wants to know all the little details. He'll adjust them right away. You'll see him make adjustments that some players you might need a few reminders. He'll be doing it right away. And very, very good on face-offs all over the ice. I mean, he's a big part of our team's success. Even though he may not be the highest scorer, he really, really helps us in all areas.
Wildcats penalty to number 13, a Wyatt Stark. 2 minutes for a head contact. Time penalty, 10:51 remaining in the third period.